Hello, I hope you are doing well. Many international schools around the world prefer native English speakers for teaching roles in their schools. This makes non-native English speakers find it very difficult to land jobs in these international schools. However, it is not impossible. To be considered a native English speaker, you would have to hold a passport or be a citizen of the US, the UK, Canada, Australia, New Zealand, and South Africa in some countries. So if you are not from any of these countries, in most countries, you are considered a non-native English speaker. I'm from Ghana, I'm considered a non-native English speaker. Getting jobs in these top-tier international schools, like I mentioned earlier, for non-native speakers is very difficult. However, it's not impossible. I'm teaching in an international school, and in this video, I'm going to give you some tips for you, a non-native teacher, to stand out and increase your chances of landing jobs in these international schools. Let's get this rolling. Tip number 1, don't apply for ESL jobs. I know this is quite controversial, but hear me out. Many countries prefer native speakers to take up these ESL jobs because to them, the native speakers are better positioned to teach these ESL students. So my advice to you is don't apply for these ESL jobs. However, if you want to apply for these ESL jobs, you would have to make sure that the qualifications you are applying the jobs with exceed the minimum requirements of these jobs. Many of these jobs prefer applicants to have a degree in the subject area, a degree in English linguistics. As a non-native speaker, I would advise you to get at least a master's and M.Ed in linguistics, M.Ed in English, so that you stand out from the crowd and then increase your chances of landing these jobs. Possibly you can get teaching licenses in addition to your advanced credentials to be able to stand out and then increase your chances of getting these ESL jobs. So my first tip is don't apply for ESL jobs. However, if you want to, you should make sure you are applying with advanced credentials and make sure your qualifications exceed the minimum requirements in these job positions. Tip number 2, you should have videos of you teaching in the classroom or videos demonstrating that you are capable of creating meaningful relationships with your students, with your colleagues, with your management. Have these videos on your social media or your portfolio, your teaching website. You get them handy because these videos will serve as proofs that you are a capable teacher or you are a teacher of value who will be able to provide a lot of value to these schools. Because like I mentioned, it's very difficult for non-native speakers to get these jobs in international schools. But if you have proofs that you are a capable teacher, it will increase your chances of landing these jobs. So get teaching videos of you demonstrating, you creating meaningful relationships with your students, with management, with parents. You can just maybe, if you get a letter from a parent or from a student, you can create a very nice video about it, put it on your portfolio, and this will serve as an evidence of you being a very good teacher. Tip number 3, you apply very early for these jobs. Most schools start their academic year in August and September, so most of their roles are opened in October the previous year. So as a non-native speaker, I would advise you to check the websites of these schools or check this recruitment websites and then apply for these jobs in advance. Because for most countries, once you are given the job, it will take a lot of time to process your visas to be able to relocate to such countries. So if you have more time on your table to process these visas, it becomes very easy for you and it increases your chances of you landing the jobs, of you getting your visas, and for you to be able to relocate to your new location. So apply in advance. Again, most schools do start their academic year in late August or early September. So if you apply the job, let's say 10 months prior to these dates, it will increase your chances of being called to the interview and being given the job and being given the visas to be able to start your new role. Last week, I shared a video on my TikTok advising my followers that whatever services they are rendering, whatever products they are selling, you should look for rich clients to sell their products or services to, because when you do that, you have less stress. You can check the video out. Check the link in the video description. You'll see the video where I talked about this issue. And I'll use this as the last tip in this video to advise non-native speakers. As a non-native speaker, I would advise you to look for rich schools or schools that pay more. And in the video I did on TikTok, I advised that to be able to sell to the rich, you should create the impression that you are giving them exclusivity. These rich people, they normally work with status. So if you're able to demonstrate that your products or your services will make them exclusive or stand out in the crowd, they will just buy your services. As a teacher or as a non-native teacher, ask yourself, what credentials do you have that make you very different or that make you stand out from the crowd? What skills do you have that will provide value to your schools, that will make you very different from everybody else who is applying? Gather these skills, gather these experiences, gather these credentials, apply to these top-tier international schools, and it will increase your chances of landing jobs in these international schools. So this is my last tip and the final tip in this video. Get highly sought after credentials, get highly sought after skills. In most cases, get this very difficult to obtain skills and credentials. Add it to the credentials you already have and apply to these top-tier international schools. It will increase your chances of landing jobs in these schools. Thank you very much for watching the video up to this point. Do you have any tip that works for you in international schools? I'd like to know your thoughts in the comment section. If you found value in this video, I would appreciate you like, you subscribe to the channel. If you haven't yet, you share this video, you spread the word. Until my next video, you take care. Bye-bye. Peace.